On behalf of our graduating class, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining us today. For some of us, nursing school proved to be quite the challenge. For the rest of us, it was the hardest thing we have ever accomplished in our lives. But no matter when we started, how long we have desired this, or what we have been through on our journey to this day, now we can say, I am a nurse. Over the past couple years, the group of people sitting in front of you has grown together through the good times and the bad. We have learned words, smelled odors, dressed wounds, administered medications, and seen diseases that 2 years ago we never even knew existed. Together, we have laughed through the good times, weddings, babies, passing tests, and class presentations. And together, we have cried through the bad times, the early mornings, the late night study sessions, sickness, classmates that could not continue on with us for various reasons. And did I mention the early mornings or the early mornings after the late night study sessions? Unfortunately, whether you are a morning person or not, they still make you show up at 7 a.m. But now, we can look behind us and realize that we have made it. And because you are here celebrating with us today, I would guess that each of you has had some impact on one of the nurses sitting up on this stage. We knew that we would have to sacrifice as we made it through school, but we could not have done it without your help. You watched our kids, helped with our bills, fixed our cars, gave a back rub during a stressful night, or helped ease our load in some other way. And we thank you for helping us to achieve our dream. Each one of us sitting up here has his or her own style of nursing, and we were told that's a good thing, as long as it doesn't interfere with hospital protocol. We all wanted to get into nursing for different reasons. Some of us up here have wanted to do this since childhood. Some of us have professions in other areas and decided on a career change. Still others, like myself, looked at all the careers and saw that nursing would be the best way to cram a 2-year degree into at least 5 years of schooling. But no matter how long we have wanted to do nursing, I'm not sure any of us really knew what we were getting into until we started. Many times over the last couple years, we would start another hard class, feel like we were in over our heads yet again, then hit the books while constantly repeating, only 5 more weeks of this class, just 5 more weeks. Or, do I really want to be a nurse? But it was always a comfort to know that somewhere out there, there were about 30 other people going through the exact same thing that I was at the time. And then, before we knew it, the 5 weeks was up, the stress was past, and we got to start over with a brand new class. That was just as hard. And just a word of advice for anyone who might be going into nursing school in the future. All the classes are hard, and don't listen to anything the class in front of you says. For some reason, the situation will be totally different for your class. Just study like you're used to, and you'll be just fine. We've all learned quite a bit over the last couple of years. We can now use big words like esophagogastroduodenoscopy or systemic lupus erythematosus. And we actually know what they mean. We've learned to be fascinated by things that might make other people queasy. When school started, we would see pictures and wince or cringe. But now, we'll all be sitting around at lunch talking about the guy with worms in his stomach. I apologize in advance for the many times my wife will probably have to say, "Darling, do we really have to talk about that while we eat spaghetti?" But not everything we learned had to do with something medical. If any of you know a guy who needs to improve his listening skills, I would highly recommend nursing school. Being one of 2 males surrounded by 30 stressed women. We had plenty of opportunity to lend a listening ear. And that's all I'm going to say so I don't get in trouble with it. But thanks to our wonderful instructors, we also learned how to become a nurse. They were there right beside us at 7 a.m. on those early mornings, watching out for who knows what crazy things we might do. And before those stressful tests, they were there telling us that we could do it. As much as we are ready to get out of school, we really will miss you guys. So now, we have finished school, and are ready to go out and become nurses of our own. No more school to hide behind, no more instructors to guide us on what to do next. We are ready to take what we have learned and go and make an impact on the world around us. And friends and family, we still need your help. Just as you were with us through school, continue to remind us occasionally why we wanted to become a nurse. Encourage us when we lose our first patient, and help us when we become sick ourselves. Thank you for helping us through school. Thank you in advance for being there for us in the future. And thank you for being here and celebrating our dream with us now.